It's time for Cedar Park Timberwolves baseball. Head coach Lanny Williams leads the team as they go for the program's 6th district championship. Brought to you on the Vype Live Network by Toyota of Cedar Park, Adele Golf, Austin's go-to team realty, Alzer's Barbecue, ASI Protection Services, and Academy Sports and Outdoors. And now, calling the shots for today's game, here's the voice of the Timberwolves, Brad Cole.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome home to Cedar Park, Texas. This is Timberwolves Baseball Tonight, the live worldwide broadcast of Cedar Park Baseball on the Vype Network. I'm Brad Cone, the V of the T. Josh Cargile, our QA today. This is already game 20 of the season. It's our 8th broadcast in the first district game. Starting tonight, it all gets just a little more serious as the Timberwolves set their sights on the program's 6th district championship. Marble Falls Mustangs have cruised up 14-31, and they're in town tonight, kicking off their District 25 5A season as well. They come in at 5-8. This game is the 253rd broadcast of Timberwolf baseball on KMAX Sports or the Vype Live Network since we began in 2008, 14 seasons ago. Our seniors this year weren't even in the public schools yet. How could that possibly be? Our sponsors of Cedar Park Baseball this season, ASI Protection Services, Toyota of Cedar Park, Adele Golf, Alzer's Barbecue, Austin Go-To Team Realty, and a new sponsor, Thundercloud Subs. And most of you know the team's been winning big during their 3 pre-district tournaments. They are 14-3 with 2 ties that we throw out the window because they don't mean anything in baseball, so I'll just call them 14-3. What you may not know is that I checked my historical files, and 14-3 going into district play is the best record in program history. These guys, players and coaches, are all doing a fabulous job. They most recently won every game of the LISD tournament, going 6-0 last Thursday through Saturday. That's the first unbeaten and untied single tournament performance in program history as well. Just prior to that, in 2 tournaments played mainly in Round Rock, the Timberwolves fell only once in 6 games the previous weekend and once in 5 games the weekend before that. The other loss was in a plain old-fashioned non-district game at Lake Travis, number 1 ranked 6A team, 8 days ago. Importantly, they avenged that loss with a 3-1 win last Saturday, and that coming over that same Cav team ranked number 1 in 6A baseball in Texas. And in Cedar Park's first game of the LISD tournament last Thursday, Adam Vaughn came within 1 strike of no-hitting the 10th ranked 5A team in Texas, College Station, before both of their last 2 batters slapped singles to right. The second one resulting in a throw to the plate from Cannon the Arm McDonald to gun down the runner trying to score, winning the game 2-1. We were privileged to broadcast that game, and you can go back into the archives to the Vype Live site and watch that big ending again, as well as the ending to the next game when, with 2 outs in our final at-bat, trailing 4-3, Louis Alonso bombed a 1 bouncer to the center field wall to score Ryder Hernandez from third and Blake Burton from second for a walk-off 5-4 win in that game against McNeil. And get this, of the 19 games played, counting the 2 ties, 14 of them have come against 6A teams, and our record in those games are 11-1-2 with a win over the number 1 ranked team. We've got ourselves a pretty good baseball team here. And if you extend this run of excellent baseball back to the Corpus Christi tournament last year, before the COVID panic wiped out the rest of the season, the program is 19-6 in its last 25 games. That 760 winning percentage would win you the National League West, and the East, and the Central, and everything in the American League, too. Lots of great things going on with this baseball program. Beginning tonight, I'll have the season stats to date for each batter come to the plate, and for all of our pitchers as well. Hard to believe, but tonight is our first district game in almost 2 years. It's also our first game that we've been able to broadcast out here on the porch at home in 2 years. How could that possibly be? Here are the records of 25 5A teams as we all enter district play this week. Cedar Park 14-3 with 2 ties. Rouse is 12-2, playing good as well. Liberty Hill 12-5 with a tie. Georgetown 10-5. Then it's not as good a records after that. Leander 7-8, Marble Falls 5-8, as we said. Eastview 4-8, Glen 2-10. So if they just chopped it right now and took the top 4 teams to playoffs without playing any district games, it'd be Cedar Park, Rouse, Liberty Hill, and Georgetown. Don't bet against that being the same 4 teams that are still standing after they actually play all the district games. But weird things can happen. They often do. This is baseball, after all. There are 3 other 25 5A district games tonight. Liberty Hill at Eastview, Leander at Rouse, and Glenn at Georgetown. If we get any scores from them, we'll let you know. Timberwolves going for all-time win number 385 here in their 22nd season of varsity play, and it would be their 156th win on a live KMAC or Vype broadcast. We'll have the national anthem and introduce the starters here in just a minute. Coaches, as you can see, having that home plate conference with the umpires down around the plate. We'll try to keep track of our camera. It swivels a little bit in the heavy wind we've got tonight, so it might start tracking to one side or the other. I'm going to try to have it so we can at least see the stuff at first base. We may not get to see much at third, but we'll see short, second baseman, and first baseman, their action, and the center fielder and right fielder, and, of course, all the pitching, catching, and hitting up front.
I'd like to welcome everyone to J. Sevier Field at Matt Ariano Park. It's a beautiful evening at the park. Tonight's game will be the Marble Falls Mustangs.
All right, we're going to hear the PA call of the starters here right now in the national anthem. Here we go.
I ask that the visiting team begin lining up on the third base line as I call your name. Now introducing Marble Falls Mustangs. Number 7, Luke Nail, playing first base, leading off batter. Second up, the center fielder, number 10, Jake Becker. In left field, number 12, Evan Nikowski. Cleanup hitter, the catcher, number 4, Isaiah Roman. Fifth batter, the shortstop, number 11, Jake Carter. Playing second base, number 15, Trey Gilpin. And in right field, number 13, Cale Cochran. Playing third base, number 6, Xander Whitted. And pitching tonight for the Marble Falls Mustangs, Hudson McBride. Coaches and reserve players, please join the rest of your team on the third base line as well. Now introducing your Cedar Park Timberwolves. Number 5, batting first and playing third base, Cade Hott. Number 13, playing second base, Gunnar Absek. Shortstop, number 14, Ryder Hernandez. Pitcher tonight is Hunter Hewitt, designated hitter. Number 24, Julian Swift. In left field, number 22, Trey Verver. Playing first base for the Cedar Park Timberwolves, number 19, Louis Alonzo. And in right field, number 6, Cannon McDonald. Catching for the Timberwolves, number 23, Josh Bretz. And playing center field, number 11, Darian Sue. Coach Williams, Coach Kuykendall, and the reserve players, please make your way on the field and line up on the first baseline. At this time, I'd like to ask the fans to please rise and remove your caps for the performance of our national anthem, performed by Tanya Hott.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, Tanya Hawk, one of the family, doing the anthem tonight. Here's the weather for Cedar Park, Texas. Currently 67 degrees, clear, dropping to the low 50s by game's end. 44% humidity, wind from the northwest. It says at 12, but it's more like 70, it feels like. This is the windiest night I can ever recall here. It's kind of blowing from the right field foul pole towards the left field foul pole, so across the field. Pitchers and hitters are going to be dealing with a crosswind here tonight. You heard the starting lineups and hitting orders for both teams. And in case you didn't realize that was going on or had a restroom break or were going to make yourself a sandwich, I'll give them to you for Cedar Park. Their home team, of course, will be batting in the bottom half of the innings. They're leading off with third baseman Cade Haught, then second baseman Gunnar Absek, batting third at short Ryder Hernandez, batting fourth DH Julian Swift, batting fifth left fielder Trey Verber, batting sixth first baseman Louis Alonso, batting seventh in right field Cannon the Arm McDonald, batting eighth the catcher Josh Bretz, and batting ninth center fielder Darian Sue. Hunter Hewitt on the mound here in the district opener. Coach is using the district or pre-district tournament to try to figure out who his, Tuesday, Friday, well, usually it's Tuesday, Friday, starters are for district. Looks like Hunter Hewitt draws the first assignment. Marble Falls fans listening in, you're leading off with first baseman Luke Nail, center fielder Jake Becker, and left fielder Evan Nikowski here in the top of the first. Batting fourth, catcher Isaiah Roman. Fifth, the shortstop Jake Carter. Sixth, second baseman Trey Gilpin. Seventh, right fielder Cale Cochran. Third baseman Xander Wooded is eighth, and batting ninth and on the mound Hudson McBride. They will be batting first as they are on the road. And we're about to go underway here. 7:04 p.m. here in Central Texas. Luke Nail, the first baseman, will lead it off. Purple shirts with yellow trim and gray pants and purple socks. Cedar Park in the black shirts with white numbers and the white pants, the black piping. Nail, a lefty. First pitch is a called strike one, and the district season's underway at long last. This is the longest I've gone in broadcasting before doing a district game. 8th broadcast is a district game. Usually it's the first. Liner right to Cade Haught at third, reaches up and snags it. Nail is down, one away.
Next to the plate, number 10, Jake Becker.
Jake Becker, center fielder, steps up. Right-handed hitter. Hunter Hewitt, rockin' fire. Fastball right down the tube for another called strike one. Both batters have started out 0-1 against Hewitt. Swung on and fouled into the net right side. 0-2 to Becker. Evan Nikowski, left fielder, is up next as the three-hole hitter. Kick and a throw. A little outside and maybe high as well. First called ball of the game for Hunter Hewitt. Pitch a little bit high, but over the plate. Becker not a tall guy. Strike zone a little smaller than usual. 2-2 the count. One out, nobody on here in the top of the first. And that one misses well. Starts out 0-2, but now count grows to full. This one ground ball foul to the left side. Still a full count to Jake Becker. And ball 4, Becker's aboard with one out. The free pass.
Next to the plate, number 12, Evan Nikowski.
Here's Evan Nikowski, Mustangs left fielder. Batting in the 3-hole. This is a ground ball to shortstop. Ryder goes to Gunner for 1. Over to Louis Alonso for 2. A classic 6-4-3 DP. Tinker to Evers to Chance. 3 up, 3 down the hard way. The first inning for Marble Falls. We'll be right back after this.
Here's what they believe at Toyota of Cedar Park. They believe in fostering relationships that are built on trust and integrity. They believe their team deserves to work in a supportive, competitive, family environment. They believe in respecting your time and intelligence, and that's why they offer an express purchase and express service. Lastly, they believe in sharing their passion with you. They're just south of New Hope Road on the southbound side of 183A. Find them online at toyotaofcedarpark.com.
Well, folks, you probably saw it on the screen. Our camera took a dive because of the gusty wind. I told you it's windier here than we've ever had before. So I'm going to take a few moments here to get a little bit of tape to try and see if I can tape that leg to the table so it won't go as much. In the meantime, you'll be seeing Cade Haught coming to the plate, batting .438 on the year. He'll be leading off, followed by Gunnar Absek and then Ryder Hernandez. I should be back talking in just a second.
Into the bottom of the first inning. Leadoff batter, number 5, Cade Haught.
All right, you heard Cade announced. I think I got the camera anchored a little bit better now. Shouldn't tumble anymore. Tries a bunt. Down in front of the mound, pitcher off to his right to get it, tries to throw in time, can't. Cade on with a leadoff bunt single to the left side.
Number 13, Gunnar Absek.
Here's Gunnar Absek hitting .328 on the year. First pitch, a strike. Every batter of the game so far, both teams have started out 0-1. Lights are on here at J. Sevier Field, Matt Ariano Park. That one's a bender. It goes all the way through, and stolen base for Cade Hoff. They throw down, not in time. Pitch was called a strike. It's 0-2 to Gunner. Ryder Hernandez on deck. Julian Swift after him. Another bender. Falls right in the zone, and Gunner is down looking. That doesn't happen very often.
Number 14, Ryder Hernandez.
Comes Ryder. Hernandez into the night, hitting .339 on the season. .70 plate appearances, 56 official at-bats, 19 hits, 8 singles, 7 doubles, 3 triples, and a homer, 20 RBIs for Ryder so far this year. And district play hadn't even started. And the pitcher McBride will kick Cade Hoff back to second. This one hit on the ground to third. Looks the runner back at second and across the diamond to first for the out. So 2 down. Ryder's retired on the 5-3. Nicely played by Xander Whitted at third. Looked Cade back to second. So 2 down. Cade still in scoring position at second for Julian Swift. DHing tonight for Hewitt. Batting in the cleanup spot. Hitting .471 coming in. Looks him back to second. Nothing doing there. With 17 official at-bats, 8 hits, 6 singles, 2 doubles. There's a curveball on the ground. Shortstop backhands it off his glove. Probably have to call that an error. The runner rounds third and scores. Timberwolves lead 1-0.
Next to the plate, number 22,
Trey Verver will be in. That was Haught scoring from second on the error. And I may be a little harsh on middle infielders because I was one and I thought I should have got anything I got my glove on, and I would give myself an error if I did that. That's why I'm saying that. But Coach may look back and just say that would have been a great play and it was a hit. That's going to be the official word eventually. Verver into the night hitting .383. 47 at-bats, 18 hits. One misses 1-0 to Verver. He becomes the first player of the game to start out a 1-0 count instead of 0-1. 18 hits, 6 of them are singles, 10 of them are doubles, and 2 homers. It's not often a guy has more extra base hits than singles. Verver does. 12 extra base hits and only 8 singles. Concession stands open tonight. This one's away from the catcher. Throw's going to go down to second and past him into center. Up goes Swift. He's headed for third. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. He's in there. Heads up running by Julian Swift. Julian was Swift that time. 2-0 is the count, meanwhile, to Verver at the plate. Cedar Park up 1-0. The leadoff hitter had a bunt single and eventually scored. Now Swift is at third with 2 outs. Louis Alonso on deck and then Cannon McDonald. That one misses low and away. 3-0 now to Trey Verver. .11 walks for Verver on the year. That leads the team. Got a 3-0 count right now. Make that 4-0 and he's aboard. Both teams have walked a batter. 2 outs now for the Timberwolves. Runners at the corners, Swift at third, Verver at first for Louis Alonso. Comes into the night batting .388. 49 official at-bats, 19 hits. 7 of them singles, 9 of them doubles, 2 triples and a homer. So he's got more extra base hits than singles as well. There's a bender that bounces in the dirt and away from the catcher, and easily to second now goes Trey Verver. 1-0 to Louie. I'm glad I brought my little pullover tonight because I think it's going to get pretty cool. Sun's almost down. A lot of dust blowing tonight. You might be able to make that out on your view from the camera. That one misses, 2-0. So now 6 consecutive balls thrown by McBride. Had no called balls against the first 4 batters, and now he's thrown 6 on the last 2. That one catches the outside corner for a called strike 1 on Louie. Cannon McDonald on deck. Here's the throw. Ooh. That looked good, but he called that one. Must have been a little low. 3-1. This one taken to left. Messing with the fielder up against the wall. 1 run scores. That's Swift. A 2nd run scores, and that's Verver. It's 3-0 Timberwolves. A 2 RBI double off the wall by Louie Alonso. So he ends up second, and it's 3-0 Timberwolves. Here's Cannon McDonald. Into the night, hitting .429. Cannon the arm, McDonald. 15 hits, 10 singles, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 10 RBIs. He fouls this one into the screen. Josh Bretz is on deck, and then Darian Sue, and then we're back to the top of the order. That one misses outside and low. Marble Falls fans thought that was going to be called a strike. It's clearly outside and low. 1-1. Well, I'm glad our camera survived the fall. It hit the stands pretty hard. Should be okay now. I've anchored it to the table. Look at that little bender. That was a good pitch. I might have had to swing at that, but he missed it. 2-1. 2 hits and a walk and an error in this inning. All created base runners. 3 of them have scored. That fastball stays outside. 3-1 to Cannon. Drills it to left center. Back they go towards the fence. Towards the fence, and it's out! Cannon the arm McDonald. It's Cannon the bat McDonald. 2-run jack to left center. About 15 feet to the right of the scoreboard, and it's 5-0 Timberwolves here in the bottom of the first. Three RBIs on that one for Cannon. Clears the bases, still 2 outs. 8-hole hitter, the catcher Josh Bretz comes to the plate, hitting .241 on the season. 29 plate appearances. 29 at-bats, I should say. 7 hits, 4 singles, 3 doubles, 4 RBIs. Nobody on the RBI except maybe himself if he gets a hold of this one too. That one's missing. 1-0 to Bretz. Darian Sue, the 9-hitter, is up next. If we can get to him this inning. That one misses a little low. I was talking to couple of people the other day, and to me, all my years watching Cedar Park baseball, the difference with this team and the other is Josh Bretz fouls it back into the net 2-1 is offense. We have often had stellar pitching, not just good pitching, but superb pitching. All-state kind of pitching that goes on to D1 colleges and pitches for them in Omaha, that kind of thing. We've often had really, really good defense as well. Swing and a miss, 2-2 to Bretz. And every once in a while, a guy would get a hit and would score a run. That had been the problem. Not this year. Pitching's been very good. Defense has been very good, and the offense has been the best I've seen. That little curveball, I guess, dropped a little too low, and it's a full count to Bretz. 2 outs, nobody on. 5 runs in. Swung on and fouled right side into the wind, but it'll still push itself out of play, and we'll do full count again. 3 hits in the inning, a walk and an E6. All led to 5 runs. Curveball stays high and out. So Bretz is aboard with a 2-out bases empty walk, and they're no longer empty. 6 base runners here in the first. Darian Sue, if you've liked the batting averages you've heard so far, 4 of them in the 4s, a lot of them in the high 3s. How about this one for Darian Sue? 591. How do you like that? Sue, 44 official at-bats, 26 hits, 20 singles, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 11 RBIs. This one gets by the third baseman. He'll go to second while Bretz goes to third, and the throw goes to second late, and Bretz goes home. It's 6-0. It's kind of a mistaken fielding play, if not an error. Can't get an RBI for that one, but a double for Darian Sue. 6-0 Timberwolves.
Number 5, Cade Hott.
Top of the order for the second time in the inning, Cade Hott. Had a bunt single to the left side, stole second, and then scored. First time up. Runner goes to third. Uncontested. Called strike on Hott, 0-1. So Sue takes third. Oh, 1. That was a good pitch. Boy, the umpire's hard to please here, I think. There's a couple that McBride's thrown that I probably would have called strikes. 1-1 to Hott. He jumped on the first pitch to lead off the game with that bunt single, so a little more patience here. Grounder to the backhand side of the shortstop. Grabs it. Is it in time? No. Hott's too great a speed for him. So Sue scores. And an RBI infield single for Cade Hott. And it's 7-0 Timberwolves. Got the touchdown and the extra point. Here's Gunner. Struck out looking last time, but into the night hitting .328. Throw to first, nothing to it. Hott with great speed. It's not the kind of ball that you normally beat out even in high school. About a 3 or 4 hopper, slightly to the shortstop's right. Fielded it cleanly, threw it quickly. Hott was 2 steps back it already. One of the attributes that made him a great running back this fall in football as well is that great speed. 1-0 to Gunner. One out of the strike zone that he swings at, 1-1. Gunner with 61 official at-bats this year, 20 singles, 15 doubles, 15 singles, 4 doubles, 1 triple, 4 RBIs. He's scored 18 runs, and that leads the team. That one misses. 2-1. Lots of wind in our mics tonight. There's a good pitch for a strike. 2-2 to Gunnar Absack. Ryder Hernandez on deck. Julian Swift in the hole. But there are 2 outs here in the first. That one misses. Count now runs full to Gunnar. Gunnar has worked 8 walks this year, one of the top on the team, but swing and a miss there. And the Timberwolves are down, but not before. They sent 11 men to the plate. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, a homer among them. And they score 7 runs, and they lead at the end of the first inning by a touchdown and an extra point. We'll be right back after this.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
Needs more cowbell. One of my favorite Blue Oyster Cult songs here as we go back to the action. Timberwolves lead 7-0 after 1. Sending 11 men to the plate. Top of the second now. And we go to the Mustangs order at the 4, 5, and 6 spots. Catcher Isaiah Roman, shortstop Jake Carter, and second baseman Trey Gilpin will be coming to the plate.
First up for the Mustangs, number 4, Isaiah
Historically, Cedar Park's been in the district with Marble Falls for baseball for a long time. Usually wins, probably 4 out of every 5 times they've played has been a win, but it's not been easy. This is unusual having this big lead early. Marble Falls acquits itself well in baseball when they play the Timberwolves. First pitch misses 1-0 to Roman. Strike on the outside edge of the heater, 1-1. Well, speaking of heater, I'm going to, between innings, probably put my pullover on. It's sun's gone behind the horizon now, and temperature's dropping rather rapidly. Of course, so is the wind, thank goodness. Line foul on the ground right side, 1-2 to Roman. So Darian Sue comes in hitting .591 in doubles. Cannon McDonald comes in hitting .429 in homers. Louis Alonso comes in hitting .380 in doubles. I mean, there's nothing but moving these things up. That one goes through way outside, 2-2. Haught, .438. Bunt singles and infield singles in the same inning. Blake Burton wins the race for the foul ball, a tradition he lives up to. Here's the pitch. Outside. Count goes full to Isaiah Roman. Hunter did walk the second batter. Cleaned him off on a 6-4-3 DP to end the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's down. Isaiah Roman fans. First strikeout of the game for Hunter Hewitt. Jake Carter, the shortstop, 5-hole hitter, steps up with 1 out, nobody on. On the ground, a 1-hopper to Gunnar at second. Over to Alonso for the out on the 4-3. First pitch for Carter. 2 down, nobody on. Trey Gilpin, the second baseman.
Now batting, number 15, Trey Gilpin.
Fastball a little bit high. 1-0 to Gilpin. Last inning, only 3 batters faced for Hewitt. He threw 6 strikes, 4 balls, total of 10 pitches. He's now got 1 walk and 1 strikeout. That one way out. Brent's had to stretch his arm to grab that one. 2-0. That one misses as well. 3-0. That one sails in, a 4-pitch walk. Second walk of the game for Hunter Hewitt. Second base runner of the game for Marble Falls. Last one was left at first. Actually was cleaned off trying to get to second on that 6-4-3. Fourth batter of the inning. Right fielder Cale Cochran in the 7-hole. The pitch. Outside gets through to the screen, and the runner Gilpin will take second. Way outside in the dirt, Bretts couldn't get to it. 1-0 to Cale Cochran. And yeah, district games do have a 10 after 5 rule. Still real early in this game, and just let you know that Cedar Park leads by 10 after Marble Falls has batted 5 times. The game's over. Look at second. Another look at second for Hewitt. Fouled back towards us in the screen. 1-1 to Cale Cochran. Called strike. 1-2 to Cochran. Looking at pitch count comparisons, it kind of looks like the score. We said it was 10 pitches for our guy Hunter Hewitt. For their guy McBride in the bottom of the first, 37 pitches. 19 strikes, 18 balls. Swung on, 2 bouncer to Alonzo at first. Knocks it down. Hunter Hewitt covers for out number 3. 4 up, 3 down. The 2-out walk was wasted. Out made on a 3-1. Through an inning and a half. Still 7-0 Timberwolves. We'll be right back.
Austin Go-To Team Realty. If you're thinking about selling your home, now's the time. Contact Greg Oleski for a free market analysis of your home's value and take advantage of this seller's market. Whether you're buying or selling, Greg's your go-to agent for all your real estate needs. Contact him at 512-779-3767 or Greg O at austinrealestateexperts.com. That's Austin Go-To Team Realty.
With ASI Protection Services, it's always safe. It's that simple. ASI Services provides commercial and residential alarm monitoring services. ASI does the install and monitoring for way less than the large security chains. They've been in business for 21 years. ASI also offers home automation services, repair services for access control, alarms and CCTV, plus security camera installation and repair. That's ASI Protection Services. Call 512-467-2615.
Back to the action now here on the Vype Live Network. We're glad you're with us. Cedar Park, 7-0. We got a chance to add to that here in the bottom of the second. They'll have coming to the plate here. 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Shortstop Ryder Hernandez, DH Julian Swift, and the left fielder Trey Verver. Here's Hernandez into the night, hitting .339 with some prodigious totals, but grounded out to third. And Xander Whitted in the first inning. This one's fouled. Right side, but out of play. Lands on the concession stand trailer. Don't hurt our trailer, Ryder. 0-1 to Ryder. That one's just drafted down the third baseline. Ryder drops another hit in there. And for Ryder, that is his 20th hit of the season. Julian Swift to the plate. Last time up, the DH got on with an E6. Throw to first to Ryder just to check him out. Swift coming into the night at .471. Second highest batting average of the team. I guess that'll get you hitting cleanup. Called strike, 0-1. No outs. Ryder Hernandez aboard with a leadoff single at first. Swift at the plate. Trey Verver on deck. Wind still gusting from our right. Time is called. He almost hits the umpire. If the catcher hadn't sprung over and got that. They don't call time when I'm throwing. So no pitch there. Still 0-1 to Swift. Catches the outside edge, 0-2. Ryder just an average lead at first. Here's the pitch, way high and in. A lot of off-speed stuff, mostly kind of 12-6 curve balls by Hudson McBride. 1-2 now, the count to Julian Swift. Good fishes after one. What are we doing? The umpire motioned for Ryder to go back like he thought it was a foul ball. If it's not a foul ball, did he swing? If he didn't swing, I guess it's a ball. Okay. 2-2. Ryder gets second, so what they're saying is it was not a swing, it was not a foul ball. Stolen base by Ryder. Decent lead there at second, as you see. Swung on and lifted right side, but foul by Swift. Still 2-2. High, ball 3, full count to Julian Swift. Only 2 walks on the season for Swift. Tapped, third base side, off his glove. Hernandez makes it to third. I gotta say that's an error too. Again, having played infield, if I did that, I'd give myself an error. So Swift aboard on an E6 last time, an E5 this time. Like I said, coach could certainly change those to hits if he wanted to. Ryder is at third. There are no outs, runners at the corners with Swift at first for Trey Verver. In the night, hitting .383, walked and scored the first time up. This one, he gets it up into the air. Left fielder chasing into foul territory. Can he make the play? No. Just a big, tall, long strike, 0-1. Alonso on deck, McDonald in the hole. There are no outs here in the second, up 7-0. Long wait. Another curveball, but it misses. Most of them are falling short, so they're breaking too far and too low in the strike zone. Some are over the plate. One on one to Trey Verver. Misses, throw down, goes through, and Ryder comes home easily. And they will hold Swift at third. So that was an error as well. And it is 8-0 with no outs. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Something that we got used to this year. Counts 2-1 to Verver. Lifted. Center field. A tall one. You can see him coming up for it. Making the catch. Tagging his Swift at third. Easily beats any throw home. It's 9-0.
Next up, number 19, Louis Alonso.
So a sacrifice fly to center for Verver. Won't be charged with that. 1 out, nobody aboard. 2 runs in the inning. 6-hole hitter, first baseman Louis Alonso. Into the night hitting .388. 2 RBI double last time up, and then scored himself. That goes through to the screen, but there's nobody on. 1-0 to Louis. Cannon McDonald is next, and then Josh Pretz. There's only 1 out. 9-0. Glad there's not a 10 after 2. We wouldn't get a lot of work in. Calls time. Catcher needs to talk with his pitcher McBride. Isaiah Roman, the Mustangs catcher. Want to get something straightened out. And we're back to the action. Louis Alonso, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch, swung on, a line drive between third and short into left field. Alonso, his second hit of the night. He came in hitting .388. Got a double and a single, both to that left side. Cannon McDonald, all he did last time up is hit a 3-run homer. Cannon the bat McDonald. Seven hits for Cedar Park so far. They got more runs than they got hits. And 2 strikeouts for McBride. Both of them have Gunner. Been some errors. A couple of walks. That one misses, 1-0 to Cannon. His home run pitch was on a 3-1 count. Swung on and driven to center. Over. Making the catch, the center fielder, Jake Becker, 2 down.
Number 23, Josh Brett.
Here's Josh Brett. Alonso's at first with 2 down. Brett's walked and scored last time up, batting out of the 8th hole tonight, hitting .241 on the season. Curveball stays outside and high, 1-0 to Brett. He walked on a full count pitch last time. Fouled back, 1-1. And to set the defense for Mustang fans, behind Hudson McBride, third to first is Xander Whitted, Jake Carter, Trey Gilpin at second, and Luke Nail. Outfield left to right, Evan Nikowski, Jake Becker, and Cale Cochran. With Isaiah Roman behind the plate. That one misses. Count now 2-1 to Josh Bretz. Looking forward to a hamburger from the concession stand tonight. Swing and a miss, 2-2 on Brett's. They're always really, really good here. I do have to admit, it's going to be tough to beat McNeil's double char burger a couple of weeks ago. That was really good baseball park food. From the stretch, McBride swung on and driven over the shortstop's head into left center. Rounding second, but putting on the brakes as they get the throw back in is Alonzo. Another hit, 8th of the game for Cedar Park. So here's Sue. Into the night hitting .591, and he doubled, stole a base, and scored. So he very well could have pushed his average into the 600 realm. I should have a calculator handy so I can calculate those improvements in the average each game as it goes. Swung on, lifted, foul, out of play to the right side. 0-1 to Sue, and Darian in the 9 hole. I don't know how many times you see your 9 batter bat in both the first and second inning, but it's happening right now. If he reaches, we'll have Cade Haught's 3rd at bat in 2 innings. The percentages say Sue's going to reach, but there's a one hopper to the second baseman. Should clean that one up pretty quickly. Trey Gilpin to Luke Nail. He does. Cedar Park down on the 4-3, but they score a couple more, and they lead 9-0. We'll be right back after this.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community, and enjoy the game.
Yeah, how about from Tom Petty there? We go back to the action here in Cedar Park. Timberwolves leading 9-0 now.
All right, folks, starting out the top of the 3rd inning.
Go to the top of the 3rd.
Remains on the mound for the Timberwolves.
And 8-9-1. Due in the order for Marble Falls. Xander Whitted, the 3rd baseman, will lead off, followed by the pitcher Hudson McBride, and then top the order with 1st baseman Luke Nail. Whitted steps in to get his first at-bat of the night here in the bottom of the 3rd, trailing 9-0. Fastball on the outside edge, 0-1. You know, Marble Falls fans are kind of groaning on that because their pitcher's not getting that call. Not sure why. Fastball swing and a miss, and Whittett's feet were a little too busy that time. And keep that back foot down to hit the ball. Hunter Hewitt has a strikeout and 2 walks. Those are the only 2 base runners. Swing and a miss. Let's make that 2 strikeouts. Bottom of the order with a pitcher, Hudson McBride.
Number 22, Hudson McBride.
Big fella can probably give it a ride if he gets a hold of one. Strike 1. Pitch count through 2 for Hunter Hewitt. Chopper foul 3rd side, 0-2. 25 pitches, 13 strikes, 12 balls. 10 pitches in the first, 15 in the second. This will be his 6th here in the 3rd. This was taken to left. Tracking it, going back is Verver over his head. Came up a little erroneously and the wind got a hold of it and sent it deeper than he thought. Came up at first and then found it and it was well over his head. So there goes the no-hitter. Top of the order with Luke Nail, first baseman. They will run for Hudson McBride.
That'll bring in a courtesy runner.
That is Bryce Atkinson. Yeah, it's twilight out here. It's very likely that he did not see that one, Verver, out there. High, first pitch to Nail, who lined out to Cade Haught at third first time up, 1-0. One out, McBride's runner Atkinson at first. Cedar Park up 9-0 here in the top of the third. When the ball left the bat, there's a throw to first. When the ball left the bat, I watched it going, and I was surprised to look down and see Verver coming up on it. I thought, oh, wait a minute, I thought that was almost going out. It landed about 10 feet short of the fence. He didn't have time to backtrack and track it down. Not for the catch, anyway. Fouled into the net left side. 1-1 to Nail. Jake Becker on deck. Another throw to first. That's 2. And remember that stat in high school baseball in America, 1 out of every 7 throws by a pitcher to a base is thrown away. That's 2 for us. Curveball couldn't quite come down with it. 2-1 to Luke Nail. Fingers are starting to get cold. Another throw to first. That's the third. Wonder what I'm going to do for dinner after the game tonight. Anybody got any suggestions? Well, I may not have to if I get a burger. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. Nail thought he was out. That's only 2-2. One out, McBride's runner Atkinson at first. Pretty good crowd here tonight. A lot of them have coats and blankets. Swinging, tipped into the glove, caught for a strikeout. Nail is down swinging. 2 away. Runner still at first for Jake Becker, the center fielder. He walked and was stranded at first in the first inning. Becker been a little busy tracking down flies to center by Cedar Park and hits to go through the middle. Been far and away their busiest fielder. Runner's on his way. Fly in the infield. Ryder back into his right. Oh, he can't get it. Wind got a hold of that one too. That actually goes as just a really tall hit.
Next to the plate, number 12.
Runner Atkinson goes all the way to third while that was in the air. Evan Nikowski, left fielder, to the plate. He hit into that beautiful 6-4-3 double play that ended the first. Don't need a double play right now, but a fast 2-hopper to Ryder would be fine. Throws high. They go down to second, not in time. A little first base side of the bag as well. So Becker gets a steal. Runner at third. Atkinson stayed put. Pitch was a ball, 1-0 to Nikowski. Foul back to the screen, 1-1. From time to time as the season goes on, I'd like to let you be able to hear another voice just besides my own. We'll have that in some games that I can't cover because of my duties with Concordia. We'll have somebody else do the games about maybe 4 or 5 times through district, but I'll be back for all the playoffs and all the rest of the district games. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Kind of a slow swing there, too. Interesting. And I hope to have guys like we had Coach Absek for one game last week, sat with me for an inning and just talked about things. We'll get a couple of guests on the broadcast now and then through the season as well. Wind and delivery high and outside, 2-2. Evan Nikowski, left fielder for the Mustangs. Steps back in, ready for the pitch. Look at that wind and dirt blowing out there. It's still pretty savage wind. Throw from Hunter fouled into the net. Still 2-2. Blake wins the foul ball chase again. Kaylin and Ethne down in front of me doing the filming. Got a nice big camera there. That one misses low and in the dirt. 3-2 to Nikowski. They film every game. See, I only broadcast maybe half of the games. Well, it'll be all the games from now on, all the district and playoff games. But they've been filming every single game. This is, what, number 20? Game number 20 already of the season. So a full count walk for Nikowski. Cedar Park had 2 outs with one runner on, but now the bases are juiced with 2 outs for the catcher, Isaiah Roman, and this guy's their cleanup hitter. I'm sure he can hit. Hunter Hewitt has kind of pitched himself into a jam here, giving up a pair of singles and a walk in this inning, around 2 strikeouts. Roman struck out on a full count pitch to start the second inning. Bretts is going to have to make sure nothing gets by him. 1-0 now to Roman, who struck out on a full count pitch last time, so he's a patient hitter. Make you throw pitches. th pitch of this inning, right into the net foul. 45 pitches in the game now through 3 for Hunter Hewitt. Got 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. 2 hits, no runs so far. Here's the pitch outside. Cedar Park fans wanted that one, but from my angle that looked outside. I don't have a gripe about that one. 2-1 now to Isaiah Roman. Remember, he's the cleanup hitter with the bases loaded. Fouls it back in the screen. Now 2 strikes on him. There are 2 outs, so if we can get a strike here, it would be huge. Make the Mustangs leave the bases loaded. Hunter Hewitt taking his time on the 2-2 delivery, and so much so that Roman calls time and steps out. Here's a 2-2. Low. I might have called that one a strike, though. Low in the strike zone. 3-2. Full count, 2 outs, bases loaded. All the runners will be running with the pitch. More dirt being blown by the wind. This makes it tough on a defense to get a force out anywhere but first. All of them will be running with the pitch. And there they go. It's fouled back off of the top of the umpire's mask. we'll do full count all over again. It's high and walks in a run. So McBride's runner Atkinson scores from third, ending the shutout. Becker goes from second to third. Nikowski from first to second. Roman aboard. The second walk in the inning, the second consecutive walk. And coaches can come out and talk about it a little bit. Hunter started out great. He pitched great through the first 2 innings. Got a strikeout to start the third. Since then, a single, a strikeout, a single, a walk, and a walk. Lost his no-hitter this inning, too. We'll be on the air again tomorrow night from Leander, the Diamond at Leander, as the Timberwolves take on the Lions in the second district game of the year. Spring break going on here, and they're playing back-to-back district games here on Wednesday and Thursday night. That'll be fun. Played well at that Diamond last weekend. 2 last play of the game wins. One of them was a 10th-ranked team in the state. 1 last play win on defense and 1 on offense. Comes the pitch to Jake Carter, the shortstop. High, maybe in. 1-0. Two outs, bases loaded. Becker at third, Nikowski second, Roman at first. Right down the middle for a called strike 1. Nothing doing there as that one's low and away. 2-1 to Carter. He grounded out to Gunnar Absek at second base the last time up. Could use that right now. Wind still hefty, blowing across from the right field foul pole to the left field foul pole. From first to third. Hunter Hewitt with the delivery. Wow, was that outside, but he gave him the call. Thank you. 2-2. Yeah, heard some Cedar Park fans saying, well, thank you. Marble Falls fans groaned, understandably so. 2-2 the count to Jake Carter. On the ground, and the last bounce goes over the glove of third baseman. 1 run scores. They get the ball in quickly. Nice job by Verver to limit the damage to a run. Becker scores from third. Nikowski goes to third. Roman goes to second. Jake Carter gets an RBI single. It looked like it was going to be a routine little 1 or 2 bouncer low to the ground for Haught. He was down for it, and the last bounce goes boom up 5-6 feet and over him. Trey Gilpin walked and was stranded at second last time. Bases are still loaded, still 2 outs. Fouled out of play right side, 0-1. Might have heard it landing over there on the roof of the batting cages. So 9-2 our score now. We lost the 2 runs that we gained in the last inning. Fastball, good one. Catches the outside edge, 0-2. This is their 8th hitter of the inning. Most of this has been done with important walks with 2 outs. Inning would have been ended. High and out, 1 and 2. Only 2 hits in the inning, but they have busted up the no-hitter and the shutout. There it is, a strikeout, standing strikeout. And they send 8 to the plate. They score a couple of runs. They leave the bases loaded. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Top-tier makers of custom clubs, EAS model putters, wedges, single-length irons. Golf Digest just awarded their EAS putters gold medals in the blade and mallet categories. Adele Golf. Groundbreaking products that shift the thinking of the golf equipment industry. Adele Golf, where you go to get better. Simplify your game. Single length, single swing, your aim, your choice. That's EDELGolf.com.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
Back in the 70s at Memorial Stadium. In fact, it was the first, last, and only concert ever held at Memorial Stadium because they had AstroTurf Field in place, and a lot of the smoking and drinking folks on the field level carved out souvenirs out of the turf, absolutely ruined the field. Good thing it was early in the summer. They had time to buy new field and put it in. Good show, though. I wasn't one of those. New hitter as we go here to the bottom of the third is Murray Robinson. Cedar Park up 9-2 now. We're at the top of the order, so Robinson's on for Cade Haught in his spot. Left-handed hitter. Stays outside. Pitcher for them is still McBride. This one's fouled. 1-1 to Murray. We check some of Murray's numbers. I had 10 official at-bats, just 1 hit. It was a double. Fastball. Man, I thought that caught the outside corner just like Mustang fans did, but umpires doing interesting things. 2-1 the count to Murray Robinson. Gunnar Absek is on deck. Fouled. Third base side, 2-2. Ryder Hernandez is in the hole. Julian Swift after him. Trying to build back the 9-run lead we had going into the last inning. Here in the bottom of the third. This one, foul. Plate area just off to the right, 2-2. Absack is the only guy I think McBride has kind of gotten the best of. 2 strikeouts for Gunner tonight. That's unusual. He's only struck out, looks like 6 times this year, but then twice tonight. 2-2 to Murray Robinson. Bride, as he has all night, pitching from the stretch. Fastball down the middle and slapped into left for a single by Murray Robinson. 2 for 11 now on the year.
Next to the plate, number 13, Gunnar Epstein.
And we've got a hit out of our leadoff position every single time tonight. Gunnar Absack. They'll run for Murray. Actually, it looks like Cade will run for Murray, which is kind of his spot anyway. Murray batted for Cade. So no outs. Haught at first on Robinson's single. Opposite field slap into left. High for Gunnar, 1-0. Gunnar struck out looking on an 0-3 at bat in the first. Struck out swinging on a full count pitch in the second. Swing and a miss there. Runner goes. Throw down is not in time and wide of the bag. Didn't get far enough away for Haught to do anything else with it. 1-1 the count for Absack. Another stolen base for Haught, his second of the night.
Number 14, Ryder Hernandez.
Well, I guess I missed the count. I thought it was 1-1 on Gunnar, but they fanned him. Third time tonight. Ryder Hernandez bounced out to third base and singled to left and scored. One down, Haught at second. Swing and a miss. Well, Haught's not at second. So I guess that call was interference, not a strikeout. Put Haught back at first. There's a throw. That's their third. And keep track of those two. Both of us have thrown over there 3 times. This one, a bouncer to the second baseman who's out of position, didn't have time to get over there and make the throw. He was going to second to try to take the throw because the runner was going down. Haught got him out of position. Hernandez is aboard with an infield single. You saw it all right there in front of you. Julian Swift on with an E6 and scored. On with an E5 and scored. That's who's scheduled, but it's not Julian. It's Tyler DeVolder. Tyler's only had 8 official at-bats, but he's got 3 hits. 2 of them are singles and 1 is a triple. Getting 375 coming in. Chased one there, 1-1. Trey Verver's scheduled next, and then Louis Alonso. It looks like that's who's standing over there. Swing and a miss for DeVolder, 0-2. Runners both go. Uncontested steals, and that one is low. 1-2 on DeVolder. So Hernandez moves up to second. Robinson's runner Haught moves to third. This one hits him. So Ryder comes home for the exercise. Excuse me, Haught comes home for the exercise, but I have to go back to third. Trey Verver to the plate. Walked and scored in the first inning at a sacrifice fly and an RBI to center in the second. He's our fifth hitter to take their, well, we had a couple pinch hitters in there, but our fifth batting position to take its third at-bat in the first 3 innings. Short conference with Lanny Williams up the line at third. This pitch a little too tall. 1-0, Trey Verver. Verver into the night hitting .383. No official at-bats tonight. Walking a score and a sacrifice fly RBI. Coach is going to come talk and pull in the entire infield. While they do that, we'll let you hear about one of our sponsors.
Austin Go-To Team Realty. If you're thinking about selling your home, now's the time. Contact Greg Oleski for a free market analysis of your home's value and take advantage of this seller's market. Whether you're buying or selling, Greg's your go-to agent for all your real estate needs. Contact him at 512-779-3767 or Greg O at AustinRealEstateExperts.com. That's Austin Go-To Team Realty.
All right, back to the action. Conference is over. Heard about Austin Go-To Team Realty, one of our 6 major sponsors. Trey Verver, 1-0 count. It's getting cold out here. Lifted high towards left field. Left fielder's over. Evan Nikowski makes the catch. Tagging at third, coming home is Haught. It's 10-2. Hernandez goes to third.
That'll ring number 2 to the plate, Cole Kruger.
Cole Kruger steps in with 2 down. Kruger, of course, the left-handed hitter, one of the few on our team. First pitch misses. 1-0 to Cole. There's a strike, 1-1. Check Kruger's offensive numbers. This year, 31 official at-bats, 8 hits, 4 singles, 2 doubles, 8 RBIs, scored 9 runs. Hitting 194. Two-one count now to Cole. 2 away, runners at the corners. That one's a fastball outside. 3-1. Velocity for McBride doesn't look too bad, but he doesn't throw the fastball much. Mostly a big, tall bender. Throw to first, or fourth. I gotta warm up my fingers. I'm gonna be unable to update my sheets here, my score sheets here. It's getting so cold. Pour some hot chocolate on my fingers. Runner goes from first to second. Throw down. Runner breaks for home. And they've got him out at second, and that ends the inning. Nice throw down. Isaiah Roman to the shortstop. Jake Carter caught Tyler DeVolder at second base on the 2-6. So Kruger will get to restart his at-bat when we come back. Timberwolves now lead 10-2. We'll be right back in just a moment.
With ASI Protection Services, it's always safe. It's that simple. ASI Services provides commercial and residential alarm monitoring services. ASI does the install and monitoring for way less than the large security chains. They've been in business for 21 years. ASI also offers home automation services, repair services for access control, alarms and CCTV, plus security camera installation and repair. That's ASI Protection Services. Call 512-467-2615.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
I'm a Kansas man myself, actually, believe it or not. Born in Kansas, lived there a couple of years, moved away for a while, came back for a while. Moved to Texas when I was 13. Yeah, but I'm a Kansas man. I'll go ahead and admit that. Been a Texan longer. So now the 7, 8, 9 hitters come in here in the top of the fourth for the Mustangs. Here's a right fielder, Cale Cochran, taking the first pitch for a ball from Hunter Hewitt. Grounded out to the first baseman the first time up. There's a nice pitch that I guess was too high. It looked good. Strike. 2-1 now to Cochran. Easy for you to say. Third baseman Xander Whitted is scheduled next, then the pitcher Hudson McBride. Then back to the top of the order for the Marble Falls Mustangs. That one low and away. 3-1. Ooh, don't put the first guy on for free. But he did. Well, you know, we've talked about it before. 88%er of a guy in high school baseball in America gets on for free to lead off an inning. He scores 88% of the time, and we have tracked that stat through the years, and it is dead solid on. Fastball inside, maybe low as well to Xander Whitted. He struck out swinging on 3 pitches last time up. We could use that again. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped. Swing and an almost miss. 1-1. But importantly, the runner can't go. I'm really getting cold. I should bring my parka out here for these night games. Oh, hits him in the helmet. That's why you wear them. Xander Whitted is on as a hit batsman. 2 free base runners to lead off top of the fourth here for Marble Falls.
Number 22, Hudson McBride.
Here's Hudson McBride. He ended the no-hitter in the third with a single to the left side. His runner scored. I'll tell you, that shows that the helmets are a good idea and that they work, because that was a hard throw. Hit him right in the head in that helmet. Didn't seem like it'd be not much of a problem for him to get on down to first. Didn't knock him out or anything. Two 2-0, another one high. Back around to the top of the order after this. Need an out. 2 on, Cochran at second, Whitted at first. No outs here. 10-2 the score. Cedar Park up. High in the zone, 3-0. Heard a Cedar Park fan just say, "Y'all brought this win from Marble Falls, didn't you?" Gets the strike call there, 3-1. Ball 4. Well, 3 straight free passes have loaded the bases with no outs. Cochran goes to third. Whitted goes to second. McBride is at first. They'll probably run again for him. Maybe Atkinson again. It is. No outs, bases loaded at the top of the order. Good thing we're up 10-2.
Round of applause for Hunter Hewitt tonight.
Man, Hunter is lifted.
Number 18, Trey Hibbets to the mound.
Trey Hibbets is going to come in. We're going to let you listen to something about our sponsors here while we watch Trey Hibbets warm up.
Here's what they believe at Toyota of Cedar Park. They believe in fostering relationships that are built on trust and integrity. They believe their team deserves to work in a supportive, competitive, family environment. They believe in respecting your time and intelligence, and that's why they offer an express purchase and express service. Lastly, they believe in sharing their passion with you. They're just south of New Hope Road on the southbound side of 183A. Find them online at toyotaofcedarpark.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at VyPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to VyPE.com. Adele Golf, top-tier makers of custom clubs, EAS model putters, wedges, single-length irons. Golf Digest just awarded their EAS putters gold medals in the blade and mallet categories. Adele Golf, groundbreaking products that shift the thinking of the golf equipment industry. Adele Golf, where you go to get better. Simplify your game. Single length, single swing, your aim, your choice. That's EDELGolf.com.
So the numbers on Trey Hibbets, 13.2 innings pitched, spread across 5 games. He started a game. His record is 1-0. Given up 17 hits, 8 runs, 7 of them earned, walked 3, struck out 12. ERA 3.5 and change. Trey Hibbets on to try to douse the fire. Top of the order for the Mustangs with first baseman Luke Nail lined out to third and struck out swinging on a 2-2 pitch. Fastball stays outside, 1-0. Line foul right side. 1-1 to Luke Nail. Fastball in the dirt, gets through. Here comes the run. Bretts can't get to it in time to prevent it. So 2-1 the count. Everybody moves up. At Cale Cochran scoring from third. Xander Whitted moves to third. McBride's runner Atkinson moves to second. Still no outs. Excuse me. 10-3 our new score. Two and one to Luke Nail. Chopper to second, Gunner on it and over to first for 1 out, but another run scores, and the others move up. 10-4 now, Cedar Park.
Number 10.
Nail is down on the 4-3. It was Whitted who scored. McBride runners Atkinson moves to third. And he's the only runner now for Jake Becker, center fielder. Walked and was stranded at first time up. Singled, stole a base, and scored in the third. Long wait for the delivery fastball. It also gets through. Another run comes home. Atkinson scores from third. It's 10-5. The lead is rapidly disappearing. So 1 out, nobody aboard for Jake Becker. Haven't got a hit in the inning yet, and they've scored 3 runs. There's another one that goes through. This is not how to do it. Matt Kirkendall is going to come out to the mound and talk about this. I don't know if Brett's is getting crossed up or what. But I'm sure they're going to solve it. Listen to that wind whistling through the nets, around the light posts, through my ears. Gosh, it is really a chilling wind. It really wouldn't be too bad out here without the wind. Conference is over. Still 2-0 on Jake Becker, the Mustang center fielder. Wine the delivery. Nice pitch and a called strike. We haven't seen a lot of called strikes for either pitcher tonight. Either pitching staff, I should say. This is just the second batter faced by hit. This one's into the net. 2-2. This one is slapped deep to center, but Verver this time gets his eye on it, makes the catch. Didn't even have to move much.
Next to plate, number 12.
Here's left fielder Evan Nikowski, grounded into a 6-4-3 cleaner, then walked and was stranded at third. 2 outs, nobody on. First 3 batters of the inning got on for free, and they've all scored. Walk, a hit batsman, and a walk. Called strike 1. Strike 2. So Trey Hibbett's starting to find the zone here. Working with some pace. A little bit more alacrity than Hunter worked with. Swung and fouled in the screen. That was right down the middle. Throwing strikes. Yeah, I'd much rather have them earn their way to runs than give them out for free like we have been. Fouled out of play. That one escaped the tall net and went behind us. Still 0-2. This is the 5th pitch of the at-bat to Evan Nikowski. Trying to sit on my hands to keep my fingers warm here. Oh, a nice pitch. Cedar Park's guys were running off the field because that was a strike 3, but it got missed somehow. So 0-3. You're going to have to get a 4th strike. Ground ball to third. Hot on it. Or Swift, I should say. And across the out. Swift to Louis Alonso. So first 3 batters reached and scored. The last 3 all got defensive outs. But score now 10-5. We'll be back in just a minute.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
Austin Go-To Team Realty. If you're thinking about selling your home, now's the time. Contact Greg Oleski for a free market analysis of your home's value and take advantage of this seller's market. Whether you're buying or selling, Greg's your go-to agent for all your real estate needs. Contact him at 512-779-3767 or Greg O at austinrealestateexperts.com. That's Austin Go-To Team Realty.
As we come back to the action. Going now to the bottom of the 4th. 6, 7, 8 due in the Timberwolves order. If they stick with who they had last time. Yeah, and it will be Cole Kruger, Cannon McDonald, and Josh Bratz. Looking to add here to a 10-5 lead. Cole was up when the last out was made last time, so he gets to junk the 3-1 count, start over. Now it's 1-0. There's a nice pitch called strike 1, and Cannon McDonald's up next, and it's nice we had his 3-run homer early. As without it, this would be a 2-run game, 7-5. So much for the 10 after 5 rule, unless we can get a few here. Cole, strike 2, 1 and 2 now to Cole. Swing and a miss at a nice curveball. Good pitch by Hudson McBride. Strikeout for Kruger. Here's Cannon the arm, or Cannon the bat, McDonald tonight. 3 RBI homer in the first. Lined out, well hit ball to center the next time up. So Cannon is seeing McBride very well. Curve ball. Yes, it ended up being low, 1-0. Oh, inside almost hit him. Reflexes got the better of him there. 2-0 to Cannon. Lifted foul over the net, right side. 2-1. Josh Bretz is on deck, and Darian Sue scheduled to hit next in the 9 spot. Ooh, what a nice pitch, but man, the umpire is really picky tonight on both pitchers. Chop foul left side. 3-2 now to Cannon. I'm going to try to set a personal record for shutting this thing down, packing up, and getting out of here tonight. It's really getting cold. Feels like a game in February. High, and McDonald is on.
That'll bring up Cedar
the
Park's
one-out walk.
catcher, number 23, Josh Brett.
Josh Brett's to the plate into the night, hitting .241, 1 for 1 with a walk, and he scored a run. So his batting average is rising. Cannon's is rising. I'm just kind of looking at this. Alonso's batting average is rising. Verver's staying the same. He's not got an official at-bat yet. Couple sacks and a walk. That one's low to Brett's, 1-0. Sue's, he's 1 for 2, a double and a ground out, and that's going to bring his average down. Most people batting .500 in a game takes their average up, but Sue came into the night hitting .591. Needs another hit to maintain it and drive it up. Another throw. Guess what? That's their 6th. 1 out of every 7 gets thrown away. I'm going to dress warmer for tomorrow night's game in Leander, that's for sure. Runner's on his way. Throw is not in time. McDonald with good speed. Steals the base. Call was a ball, 2-0. One out, McDonald at second, 2-0 to Brett's. Swing and a miss, 2-1. And he's not going to throw. We'll do this one again. Called strike. 2-2 now to Brett's. Little lunning chopper to first. Unfortunate. Runner does go to third. Kind of like a sacrifice bunt, but won't get credit for it. It's going to be a 3 unassisted to the bag for Brett's. Here's Darian Sue with 2 outs and McDonald at third. Going to widen that 5-run lead. As we were talking about a moment ago, Darian Sue into the night at .591. 1 for 2 with a double. Scored a run and bounced out to second base. Great to get some sort of a hit here with 2 outs and push that lead back to 6. Swing and a miss, or swing and a tip, I should say. 1-1 to Darian Sue. Back to the original top of the order after this with Cade Haunt. Lifted to right. Coming up on it. Appears to have it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Cedar Park, for the first time tonight, does not score a run in the inning, and it's still 10-5. We're going to let you listen to the sounds of the ballpark.
I'm not sure. I was given it for my dinner tonight for the team, but I can see. Probably. That's definitely good. Do you want to go?
I'll stay here with the hot
Do you want cheese or no? Alright. I don't know if they have ketchup or anything, but if they do you want me to see?
Now we see cars and truck beds, every road's the same copperhead, and coolers never run out of cold Bud Light. And I wish high school home teams never
Looking at pitch counts now. Hunter Hewitt left after throwing 75 pitches, 40 strikes, 35 balls. Trey Hibbets threw 14 last inning, 10 strikes, 4 balls. They are at 4, 5, and 6 in the order as we go to the top of the fifth. Catcher Isaiah Roman will lead off. First one misses, 1-0 to Roman. It's his third trip to the plate. First time he struck out swinging on a full count pitch to lead off the second. Then he walked in the third but was stranded at second. This one's lifted foul, out of play over the net into the stands. Actually hits the limestone wall coming straight down. 1-1. One of the filming girls, Caitlin's got to get me a cheeseburger. I appreciate that much. I don't know whether to eat it or rub it on my fingers and warm them up. Here comes a 1-1. Swung on, a bouncer to Gunner at second. Gathers it in and goes over to Alonzo for the out on the 4-3. One down. Nobody on for shortstop Jake Carter. He grounded out to Gunner the first time up. Singled to left with an RBI, but was stranded at first that time. That was in the third. Good pitch. 0-1 to Carter. That one misses. 1-1. Trey Gilpin, second baseman's due up next. After that, Cale Cochran, if they keep something going. This one's lifted in the infield. Pitcher catches it, and he drops it. Runner is safe on the error, E1. So what's one of the primary rules of baseball? Never let a pitcher field a pop fly. There's a reason for that. They're not trained to do it as well as your third baseman or shortstop or first baseman or second baseman is. Somebody probably should have called him off. Here's the second baseman, Trey Gilpin, struck out looking. Walked and was stranded at second. That one misses. 1-0. Shortstop down on his knee to Gunner for one and over. And not in time for the second one, but a great play. And to go deep in the hole and go backhand at short. And he hit Gunner for that force out. Thanks, they brought me the cheeseburger. That's what I'm going to do between innings. For the next couple innings, probably. So there's 2 outs and a runner at first. For Trey Gilpin, their second baseman. Excuse me, that was Trey Gilpin, their second baseman, who's ended up at first on the fielder's choice. This is Cale Cochran, the right fielder. First pitch is a ball. Fouled. 1-1. There's a few folks who've left. It's gotten too cold for some. Maybe some of you have gone home to watch the broadcast here. Foul back off the catcher's helmet. 1-2, so now a strike away from getting out of this inning with no damage done. They've scored in each of the last 2 innings. Pair of runs in the third and 3 in the fourth. Cedar Park 7 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, none in the fourth. Their count's going downhill. This one blocked and off his shoulder, off to the left. The runner takes second easily, and it's 2-2 to Cochran. 12 base runners now in the 5th inning for the Mustangs. It's interesting that they had a no-hitter into the 3rd, and now they're in the 5th and they've had 12 base runners. The fortunes of baseball. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out, inning over without any damage being done. They sent 4 to the plate. Ground out an E1. Fielder's choice. And a strike. We'll be back in just a minute with the Timberwolves at the plate in the bottom of the 5th.
Austin Go-To Team Realty. If you're thinking about selling your home, now's the time. Contact Greg Oleski for a free market analysis of your home's value and take advantage of this seller's market. Whether you're buying or selling, Greg's your go-to agent for all your real estate needs. Contact him at 512-779-3767 or Greg O at austinrealestateexperts.com. That's Austin Go-To Team Realty.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community and enjoy the game.
Love coming back to Kansas. I don't mean going back to Kansas. I mean coming back to the broadcast by playing Kansas, of course. I will stay in Texas, even though it's really cold right now. Timberwolves now getting ready to bat here in the bottom of the 5th.
Brings up a new pitcher to the mound for Marble Falls Mustangs, number 16, Rio Suarez.
So you heard that, PA. Rio Suarez, what a great name, Rio Suarez. And Cedar Park is at the top of their order. Cade Haught lined out to third and struck out. Oh, shoot, I'm looking at the wrong part of the page. So that didn't sound like Cade. Cade bunt singled and scored, had an infield single with an RBI. Then he scored a run when a guy batted for him. Murray Robinson got a single. He's been on base 3 times already tonight. Here in the 5th, he'll try to get on a 4th time. Rio Suarez throws the first pitch by him, 0-1, swing and miss. Last inning is first inning Cedar Park has not scored in, and it's also the first inning they did not get a hit in. Lifted to center. Jake Becker underneath it makes the catch in shallow left center, 1 down.
Gunnar Epsek.
Gunnar Absack looking to make a change. Struck out swinging twice and looking once. No, that's not right. I marked it down a strike last time. It was an interference on the catcher trying to go down to second. This one's lifted deep second base. Back he goes. Up comes the right fielder. Second baseman makes the catch.
And next to the plate,
Trey Gilpin.
14, Ryder Hernandez.
I'm actually okay with everybody the rest of the game making an out because I want to go home. It's cold out here. So a P4 pop up to the second baseman for the second out for Gunnar. Ryder Hernandez steps in. Bounced out to third, had a single and scored, and then an infield single to the right side, was stranded at third that time. Interesting bounce on that ball. Misses 1-0. It's only the fourth pitch of the inning. There's already 2 outs. For Rio Suarez. That's my favorite name of the season so far. Look at that, almost an eephus pitch. 2-0. Two outs, nobody on for Ryder Hernandez. He's swing and a miss at something that was outside, actually. 2-1. Julian Swift is on deck if Ryder reaches. There's another one of those tall pitches, and this was driven to center, deep, 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 but a nice track down by Jake Becker. So 3 up, 3 down this time for the Marble Falls Mustangs, and we're through 5 innings, still 10-5. I'll let you listen to the sounds of the ballpark again.
Going into the top of 6, that brings up number 14, Gouda.
So, only one name on the roster for this particular player, number 14. That name is Gouda, Gouda. I don't know if he just has one name or what. First pitch fastball outside to Gouda. Misses 1-0. It's Xander Whitted, the third baseman. 8 hole is where Gouda is batting. And that one misses 2-0. I want both teams to just mow all these batters down the rest of the way so I can go get warm. I'll take the 10-5 win. Right at Ryder Hernandez makes the catch. Well hit, but right at somebody. 9 hole.
Next to the plate, the pitcher, number 22, Hudson McBride.
Hudson McBride was a starting pitcher. He's been lifted, but he's still batting in the 9 hole. Been on base both times, or put his runner on Atkinson on base both times. Walked and scored and singled and scored. 1-0. Two bouncer to Cade Haught at third, across the diamond to Louis Alonso for out number 2. Top of the order now for Marble Falls. Luke Nail is scheduled, and that.
Next to the plate, number 7.
Yep,
Luke
looks
Nail.
like him. Driven to center. Darian Sue on his horse going back. It's over his head and off the wall. Well hit shot. It's going to be a stand-up double for the leadoff hitter, Luke Nail. So much for the 1-2-3 inning. Nicely hit. Here's Jake Becker. center fielder. Walkton was stranded. RBI single and scored, and then flied out to Verver and left. Inside, 1-0 to Becker. Cedar Park scored 7 in the bottom of the first after shutting out the Mustangs. Since then, they've been outscored 5-3. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Bretz. The throw going down the runner, and the throw goes through, and he will come home and score. So Nail steals third, the throw goes through, and he comes home. Guess what? 10-6. Count 2-0 now to Becker. Fouled it into the screen on the bunting attempt. Lifted foul right side, chasing it. Alonzo at first makes the catch. But there was a double, and he ends up scoring on a couple of bad throws. Foul out to first ends the inning. 4 up, 3 down. The other guy scores, and it's now a 10-6 game. Timberwolves need to get back to work. We'll be right back in a minute.
The service department at Toyota of Cedar Park engages the latest equipment and technology to ensure their Toyota certified technicians work quickly and efficiently on your cars, trucks, and SUVs. Using genuine OEM parts, of course, and from college graduates and military rebates to service agreements that keep your Toyota running smoothly, their finance team will provide you with all the information you need. They are excited to be your Toyota dealer here in Cedar Park. That's Toyota of Cedar Park at toyotaofcedarpark.com.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
And he still has that kind of ephes-looking pitch. It is way, way tall. One batter did slap that in the outfield in the last game. Not last game, the last inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, we are at 4, 5, and 6 in the Timberwolves order. Julian Swift will lead off. Batted once today. He was a hit batsman and was out at second trying to steal. Inside and low, 1-0 to Julian. That one misses too. And listen to that wind howl. Sounds like sound effects on some movie about the polar ice caps. Listen to that. Wow. Foul, out of play right side. 2-1 to Julian Swift. Trey Verver's on deck. Alonzo in the hole, or it could be Cole. This one's taken to right. Underneath it, making the play. Always got to wait till they actually catch it. So many have been dropped tonight. That was Cochran with the out. F9. Here's Trey Verver. Walked and scored. A sacrifice RBI to center and flied out to 7. Left field. Verver came in tonight hitting .383. With that sacrifice, he is just 1 for 2 tonight. And that, though, raises his average. Swing and a miss on that one.
Here we go. Look, they just brought me one.
Oh my god. They brought you another one?
I didn't know you were here.
I believe it's a 1-1 count on Verver now. Foul back into the net, 2 strikes. Well, you're going to have to hear me powering through my burger here, or it's going to get cold, so apologies. Let's watch Trey Verver hit while I do this. And a walk for Verver.
Next up, number 19, Louis Alonso.
With 1 out. For 2 tonight. Came into the night hitting .388. Got a 2 RBI double and scored, and a single to the left side, and was stranded at second. There's a throw to first, and that is their 7th. They should have thrown that away, and they didn't. Foul tip in the plate area for Louis. 0-1. Let me tell you, when you come to this ballpark, when you come out here to watch a game, taking a game in person, you gotta get a burger. They are really, really good. $4. Worth every penny. Another throw over. They're 8th. Have yet to throw it away. Beating the odds. Swung on and lifted. Deep second base. Trey Gilpin makes the catch.
Next
2 down.
Number 6, Cannon McDonald.
Cannon the bat McDonald. 1 for 2 and a walk. Stranded third on the walk. The one hit was a 3-run homer just to the right of the scoreboard in left center field. Another throw, and that one almost gets thrown away. Doesn't go too far. Just to the edge of the coach's box. It's 9 throws over by them. We've only gone 3. Boy, there's that slow, tall pitch. Doesn't hit the strike zone. Just a slow ball, McDonald. 1-1. Runners going. Makes it safely with no throw. The catcher had a hard time picking it out of the dirt. Pitch is low, a called ball to Cannon. I'm going to let you watch Cannon hit again while I try to dig into my burger again. Got a little bit more done on my burger. Made kind of a mess here. Around my score sheet. That one is ball 4. Goes to the screen. The runner goes to third. So that's Verver now at third. McDonald at first with his second consecutive walk. Brett's to the plate in the 8-hole. His fourth at-bat, walked and scored. Single up the middle but was stranded at first. And then grounded out to the first baseman. Runner goes to second. They do not throw down on the called ball. It's McDonald at second. Verver still at third. Brett's at the plate with a 1-0 count. Trying to expand a 10-6 lead. Low. 2-0 from Rio Suarez. Lifted in the infield. Second baseman Gilpin again, chasing it. Making the catch. Cedar Park strands 2, and their, what we hope is their final at-bat. We'll go to the top of the 7th here in just a second, and last chance for Marble Falls. We'll be right back.
What they believe at Toyota of Cedar Park. They believe in fostering relationships that are built on trust and integrity. They believe their team deserves to work in a supportive, competitive, family environment. They believe in respecting your time and intelligence, and that's why they offer an express purchase and express service. Lastly, they believe in sharing their passion with you. They're just south of New Hope Road on the southbound side of 183A. Find them online at toyotaofcedarpark.com.
With ASI Protection Services, it's always safe. It's that simple. ASI Services provides commercial and residential alarm monitoring services. ASI does the install and monitoring for way less than the large security chains. They've been in business for 21 years. ASI also offers home automation services, repair services for access control, alarms and CCTV, plus security camera installation and repair. That's ASI Protection Services. Call 512-467-2615.
Coming up now on the last chance for the Marble Falls Mustangs. They've slowly whittled away what at one point was a 10-2 lead, bit by bit. It's now down to 10-6. Trey Hibbett's back on the mound for this inning as well. The Mustangs are at 3, 4, and 5 in their order. Probably some pretty good hitters. Leading off left fielder Evan Nikowski will lead off. He put it in play, but grounded into a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play the first time up. Walked and was stranded at third, and then grounded out to Cade Haught at third the other time up. Takes a called strike 1. On the ground. Two-hopper that, just like the one that ate up Cade Haught, just bounced over Ryder's head. He was there, ready for that good second bounce. That second bounce went way too tall, so it's just a single.
Next to plate, number 4,
Isaiah Roman, the catcher, struck out, walked, and was stranded at second and bounced out to Gunnar Absek at second and his 3 previous trips. Fastball inside. 1-0. You can see that American flag in right center. It is still blowing hard. Ground ball in the hole. Ryder with it, but no play anywhere. It's just an infield single. Great glove job by Ryder, but couldn't get anybody out. 2 hits in the inning, no outs. And that means the tying run is on deck. Here's Jake Carter, the shortstop, grounded out to second. RBI single to left, but was stranded at first, on with an E1. That was when the pitcher dropped a fly ball. But then he was cleaned off of second to end that inning. Lifted foul, left side. I don't think anybody can get to it. Here comes Verver. Nope. One bounce before he can get to it. That would have been a nice little bonus out. 0-1 to Jake Carter. Jake Carter steps in. Awaits his 0-1 from Trey Hibbets. Remember, tomorrow night, coming out to Leander if you can. If not, watch us. Be on air at the same time, about 6:50 as that one's high, 101. Leander, I believe, is 7-8 on the season. Playing kind of hot and cold right now, the Lions. Cedar Park trying to go for win number 15 already right here, but they've been sputtering the last few innings. 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2-2 from Trey Hibbets to Jake Carter. On the ground back through the middle. Oh, it hits the base. Some of the worst luck on infield grounders for Cedar Park. They've lost probably 3 outs and given up some runs because of what bounces have done in the infield. So Nikowski scores from second. It's 10-7. Roman is at second. Jake Carter with the interesting single.
Way to do a job, Jake Carter.
Changing pitchers. I'm going to let you listen to the sounds of the ballpark while we do that.
Next to the mound, number 22, Trey Verver.
So on the mound, from Trey with a Y to Trey with an A, Trey Verver comes on. He's pitched 7.2 innings this year in 6 different appearances. His record is 1-1. He's got 2 saves and 2 opportunities. Given up just 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. He's walked 4, struck out 13. Throwing very well this year, and he's in to put out the fire. At the plate is scheduled the second baseman for the Stangs, Trey Gilpin. And that looks like him. Walked and was stranded at second, struck out looking in the third. On with a fielder's choice in the 5th and was stranded at second.
Next batter for the Mustangs, number 15, Trey Gilpin.
Let's go, Bert. Hey, get out. Get out.
And he is the tying run at the plate. Fastball outside, 1-0 to Gilpin. Cedar Park led this game 10-2 at one point, and now the tying runs at the plate. That one was low, 2-0.
Hey, find up.
Outside, 3-0.
Come on, Blue.
Good noise from the Marble Falls dugout. That one is low, and a 4-pitch walk loads the bases. Tying run is aboard. The go-ahead run comes to the plate. Roman is at third. Carter goes to second. It's Gilpin at first for the right fielder, Cale Cochran. Brett's out to talk to Verver about something here. Cedar Park needs to get an infield grounder that doesn't have a bizarre bounce. It's an inning's worth of outs they are missing.
Giddy up, Mustang. Giddy up.
Fastball high and out. 5 straight balls to start off for Trey Verver. He's pitched really well this year. But 5-0 the cumulative count at the moment. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Cochran. Swing and a miss. 1-2. They are at 7 in their order, 8 and 9 coming up. Probably not the top hitters. Need to go after them. Throw strikes. Outside. Well, the Cedar Park people are growing on that one, but that was outside. Good 18 inches outside. That one low in the zone. Standing strikeout, 1 away. Need 2 more. Bases are still loaded. So the go-ahead run still comes to the plate, and this is that Gouda fella. He's 0 for 1, but it was a well-tagged ball. Hit it really hard right at Ryder Hernandez at shortstop. Fouled it into the net. Doesn't make a good cut. 1-1. I'm going to go home and get under a couple of blankets. Sixth batter of the inning. There's a strike, 0-2.
Have fun, dude. Have fun, kid. Go, Trey. Pull the trigger, bud.
Comes the 0-2 from Trey Verver to Gouda. 1 out, bases loaded. This one is slapped to right, and it comes down fair. 1 run will score, but that will be it. Cannon arm gets it in quickly, but it's 10-8. That was Isaiah Roman scoring from third, pushes Jake Carter to third, Trey Gilpin to second, Gouda at first. Let me update your scoreboard for you. It is 10-8. The lead is shrunk to 2. Swing and a miss. And this is McBride. Still just 1 out. Tying run in scoring position. Bases are loaded for McBride. One. Cedar Park had a no-hitter in the third. Since then, the bottom has fallen out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 base runners since the third. They had a no-hitter in the third. Pop up in second base area. Gunner is underneath it and makes the catch a little bit on the shortstop side of the bag, but there are 2 down. Top of the order with Luke Nail, first baseman. 5th at-bat of the game. He lined out to third, struck out swinging, grounded out to second, and doubled up the middle and scored. Only left-handed hitter in the order is leadoff Luke Nail. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes away.
Get in the zone, bud. Get in the zone.
Perhaps Cedar Park's rising to a number 8 ranking that I haven't mentioned yet. Maybe made them take a 5 and 8 team a little too lightly, especially once they went up 7-0 in the first. That's going to tie the game unless we get a tremendous throw at home. And it's coming through, and he's not going. It goes! Verver smartly backed it up, as you saw from the mound, or it could have brought home the tying run. It's 10-9.
Way to hit the ball hard, kid.
You got it, Trey. Come on.
Next to the plate, number 10.
Come on, Trey.
Here's Jake Becker, the center fielder. It was Jake Carter who scored. Gilpin now at third. Whitted at second. Nail at first. It seems like we spent the whole inning with the bases loaded. They batted around now. Here is Jake Becker, the center fielder. High. Taken to left field. Makes the catch and wins the game. Wow, but they really had to work a lot harder than you would have thought after taking the 7-0 lead. We're going to take an extended break, and when I come back, I'll give you some of the numbers. We may or may not have Coach on the post-game show. But either way, I'll be back with some numbers in just a little bit. In the meantime, we'll hear a little bit more
That game was real scary.
about our sponsors.
Adele Golf, top-tier makers of custom clubs, EAS model putters, wedges, single-length irons. Golf Digest just awarded their EAS putters gold medals in the blade and mallet categories. Adele Golf, groundbreaking products that shift the thinking of the golf equipment industry. Adele Golf, where you go to get better. Simplify your game. Single link, single swing, your aim, your choice. That's EDELGolf.com.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
With ASI Protection Services, it's always safe. It's that simple. ASI Services provides commercial and residential alarm monitoring services. ASI does the install and monitoring for way less than the large security chains. They've been in business for 21 years. ASI also offers home automation services, repair services for access control, alarms, and CCTV, plus security camera installation and repair. That's ASI Protection Services. Call 512-467-2615.
Austin Go-To Team Realty. If you're thinking about selling your home, now's the time. Contact Greg Oleski for a free market analysis of your home's value and take advantage of this seller's market. Whether you're buying or selling, Greg's your go-to agent for all your real estate needs. Contact him at 512-779-3767 or Greg O at AustinRealEstateExperts.com. That's Austin Go-To Team Realty.
Welcome back to the post game.